To Thursday tea time with me, Vanessa. So today's tea time. Oh, too excited. I was going to share with you my tea, and then I was going to share with you what I was going to talk about. Okay, let me share with you what I'm going to talk about first. So today we're chatting about business, my entrepreneurial journey, and what I would love to continue to change in the business landscape, and the message and being. I don't know that being's the right word, but the messaging and being's right. The way to be and show up in the business world, and the challenges that I've had running a business and creating a business and being an entrepreneur, and then also where I'm going with what I'm doing right now and what I want to help other people with within the business landscape. So we're going to talk about all that fun jazz today. And I'm going to be really honest and real about my challenges and also what's helped me through them, and then where we're going. So let me tell you that first. Okay. Oh, look at that. How appropriate. Today's cup is the Dreamer cup. And for tea today, I mean, it's not really a tea, but it's a hot beverage. So I already heated up. Oh, that noise. I apologize. I already heated up. Hopefully I don't spill it. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Yes. Nailed it. Okay. What I have today is bone broth. So I love bone broth. It's also just so nice and nutritious. And if anybody has a good bone broth recipe, let me know, because I've never actually made my own. I always buy it, and I hate buying it. I feel like it's a waste. So give me your bone broth recipes and let me know how to make it. I could probably just YouTube it. I need to just be intentional about it. So my bone broth. Let me know what tea you have while messaging or while listening to me. So good. So I love getting messages from all of you when you say, hey, I saw you on tea time today. So fun. But let's dive right in. So we're chatting business. So there's so much I have to say today, because a lot of the business world is centered around this hustle and grind and wake up at 4 a.m. and working 24/7 and just do. I don't think I could say do enough times. And it's interesting, because I'm not saying you can't get results like that, because you can. But there is so much throughout my own entrepreneurial journey and business journey that hasn't resonated with me, which is why I also know that you can do it different, and why I also know there is an opening for us, if you're on board with me, to do it a different way. You know, going to business school, most people go into investment banking and consulting, and there's this, I went to school with such smart, driven, amazing people. And there was part of me that didn't feel like I belonged, but it felt I wanted to do it different, because I loved business school. I loved the people. I loved everything about it. And there was part of me that felt like I was part of a different world, right? I still believe in spirituality and mindset and all of those other concepts that can even be considered woo-woo. But then I also don't feel like I really fit into that world either. So I feel like I'm kind of stuck between the business world and the woo, like spiritual world. And then there's this middle ground of how do we bring in all of these human concepts of love and peace and joy and just feeling good up here, so that we can feel good in here while still having the business knowledge and being smart, successful business people. What is that middle ground? And I think I've had a foot in one side, a foot in the other, and it's caused me to really question, okay, what are my beliefs from a business and mindset world? And here's something you can even ask yourself, and which I see in my clients and I experienced in myself too. When you're doing journaling and meditation and mental health and mindset concepts, there's one feeling, right? There's this alignment, there's this peace, there's this, I feel great, there's this flow. And then, speaking from personal experience, when I would go into business, there was much more of this action, much more of this aggression. this doing and this hustle and go, go, go. And I can feel the difference even when I'm describing it to you, because there's part of me that lived in that world and that duality for so long. And it was almost as if I was putting on different hats in one area and the other. Do you guys feel that way too? And so really, I want to chat about today is, how do we create something different? How do we be different? How do we feel good and create success from that place? And I'm not saying people that hustle and grind don't feel good, but for me, it didn't. I was doing everything I needed to do to be successful, and I wasn't necessarily seeing the results that I wanted. And when I was seeing the results, I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling exhausted, overworked, ready for burnout. And so I was continuously trying to find that middle ground. And I feel like I'm here now. And I also know it's always going to continue to change, because I'm always evolving and expanding. So that's why I love doing these tea times, because I'm sharing with you, and I'm sure I'll listen back to this in a year and think, holy moly, so much has changed. And so much of the business world of this hustle and doing and action and forced action is different than inspired action and stillness. How do we find that stillness and the inspired action so that we can take less steps and get further and have a greater impact and feel better while we're doing it, instead of being on this hamster wheel and always in action and just throwing things at the wall and hoping something will stick, right? And so I'm having this conversation with you today in hopes to bring awareness to that duality and also start to carve a new path, because so much of our action and doing is rooted in lack, is rooted in the fact that I need to do all these things. I need to achieve all these things. I need to be more, have more, make more in order to be enough. And I think it was on the first tea time with Vanessa, I was talking about goals. So I really want to bring this awareness to, what are your goals and desires and where are they coming from? From a business perspective, are they coming from a place of something you have to do? If you are completely safe and completely taken care of, what would your goals be from a business perspective? And how do we carve that new path? So I want you to link arms with me so that we can find our joy, live in our joy, live in our love, live in service, find our light. Oh, I just froze there for a second. Find our light. Oh, I don't know what's going on. My computer keeps freezing. So find our light in order to share that with the world. And in finding our light, simple, sharing that with the world, the right people will find us, and we can build success from that point. Building success through authenticity, through vulnerability. Brené Brown talks about it all the time. And that's where I'm at. So let me know, comment in the comments below if you're with me, if you feel the same way. And so throughout the last, years, there have been times where I have felt suicidal. I have been depressed. I've questioned everything because I wasn't seeing things on the outside that I wanted to see. And I'm so grateful for those times, even though they caused me so much pain, because it's in those times that I realized, my happiness and my peace cannot be dependent on my external environment. And the same goes for business. The way that you feel, how you show up in the world cannot be dependent on the money that you make, the impact that you make, and the things that you do. Because you are worthy just as you are. You do not have to do anything to be successful. And when you start at that foundation of complete worth, complete enoughness, complete peace, complete love, complete light, let's build the business from there. Let's create impact from there. And then lean in to the uncertainty, because there'll be a lot of it, the surrender that everything's going to work out in divine time, so that we can still keep showing up in our trust and in our confidence. It's when you're not sure what's happening, where we let go of control, because so much in my experience of building my own business, I was stuck in my control and my fear and my lack. And when you get rid of all that, what's left? There can still be a lot of fear sitting in that uncertainty, sitting in that unknown. And so moving through that and supporting each other through that unknown, so we can still find our confidence and light and continue to take the next best step. There's so much clarity in finding that first, because then everything just continues to build and the doubt doesn't take over. Or when it starts to, we know what to do with it, right? If you had no fear, what would you do? Is the fear and confidence and your insecurities holding you back right now? Because if you want to start your own business or side hustle, whatever you want to do, all of your insecurities and stuff are going to come up, because we are sitting in this world of unknown, and your business will only ever be as big as you are. And so the beautiful part of this business journey is stepping into the best version of you and effortlessly creating success from there. Sounds good, right? Okay, so I actually have something really exciting to tell you too within this whole discussion. And I've been sitting on this for months and had a chat with one of my mentors last week, I think. And I'm committed to continue to step into and share my authentic self and my joy and my light, and continue to build my success from there. Because I did a workshop a couple of weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago, a month. And I shared all the content that I've always shared to build a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure business. And part of it just didn't sit right. Not that the information was wrong, because it was right, but I'm in a different place. And I want to share that different place with you and guide you through the business journey and building your business or scaling your business, and or just doing business in a different way. So I've created a 6-part mini course, essentially a group program. It's going to be a really small container, 20 people max. And it's super, super, super affordable. I almost want to say it's disgusting. It's super affordable. It almost is, because I just want you to have the information. And so I'm going to do this mini container where it's only 6 weeks. Join me. We're going to go through everything I'm talking about today, how to build this business, scale this business, do business differently. And that's the actual 6-week program, Business Run Different. And we'll talk about how to build community, how to get sales, how to generate leads, how to build automation and scale and passive income. We're going to talk about the business stuff, because it's all up here from my experience at business school and everything. And then we're going to bring in this part that I think so much of the business world misses, because we're running in this action and doing and toxic masculine. And I hate using that word because it's way overdone. Let me explain what I mean by that. The feminine energy, and this has nothing to do with sex, but the feminine energy loves to be in flow and peace and love. And you know what? The human does. We both, male, female, whatever your sex, we all have masculine, feminine energy. And then there's this doing and action. And some of it also is linked to the nervous system. I'm getting all up complicated in here. But when we're in the go, go, go and hustle and grind, we're in this like fight or flight of what do I have to do to be successful? And it really messes with this and this. And so I'm going to incorporate the mindset piece as well as the business piece and create this little mastermind container of people that are like-minded, that want to build a business, an effortless success through peace and joy and light and love and trust and faith, and really leaning into that uncertainty and surrender, because it's from there that you find the most authentic version of you, the most confident version of you. And it's from there that I believe that you can make the biggest impact while feeling good, finding the right people without force and resistance. And so anyways, join me. I'm super excited, and I could talk about this forever. The thing I like about these tea times, if I'm being honest, and you might be watching this and thinking she's rambling, But that's why I like doing the tea time, because I don't have to, it doesn't have to be scripted. I don't script these. I just talk as if you were talking across the table from me while having tea. And I hope you can feel my excitement and my own authenticity and vulnerability, because I don't script any of it. I just talk from my heart and what I'm feeling. So, yeah. So that is that. Let me know if you are feeling this conversation. If you want to join the 6-week container and do this business run different, go to launchyourpower.com/business. You can register now. Again, it's like dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I can't even say it out loud because it's so cheap. I might even change the price next round, and I don't want it to be on recording. So go check it out. It's so cheap. And it doesn't mean you're not going to get the value. It's just, I want this to go now. I want to start this momentum now, and I want the right people to come in. I want it to be completely, this is a word one of my mentors taught me, I want it to be completely choiceless. I just want it to be an obvious no-brainer. This is a no-brainer at this price, 100%. I mean, no-brainer. It's way cheaper than groceries right now. So just go do it. It will change everything for you up here and in your business. And I just cannot wait to get this information out and build this group of like-minded people so we can move forward. So go to launchyourpower.com/business, and please leave comments below. Even if you're not going to join the mini run container business run different, I don't care. I'm here to share with you whatever I'm going through and what I'm thinking about. And if it resonates with you, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay too. I'm super happy you're here. And keep in touch. Let me know. Send me some DMs. Right now, my Thursday live tea times, which I do every Thursday, and the locations will vary. I go live every Thursday at 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and really just share with you what's going on in my life, what I'm thinking about, what's happening over the last week. And it's streamed on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and then my online Facebook community as well. So happy to have you here, sending you so much love. Whether you're an entrepreneur or not, if you just see this last point and you're still with me live, I just want to remind you to find your joy, find your light, and your purpose starts there. Right? Oh, did you hear my cat? She just was like, yeah. Okay, let me show you. She's right here. Come here. There you go. This is my cat, Penelope. So Penelope, tell everybody to find your light and share your light and be the light in the world. She's thinking, I want bone broth. Give me some bone broth. Alrighty, Penelope and I, over and out. Love you lots. Bye.